Welcome to North Carolina Weekend. I'm Deborah Holt Noel. Jessup Mill was built in 1910 as a grist mill on the Upper Dan River in northeastern Stokes County. Today, this restored mill is seeing renewed life as a popular weekend getaway site. Producer Derek Long has more about this fascinating destination.
Jessup Mill had been standing for 100 years in Stokes County when Andrew Jones showed up in 2010.
I was pretty grown up with trees and a lot of broken out windows, but I had been looking for the right place, a place that kind of felt like home. I'm from the Virginia mountains, but a place that felt like home and felt like had its own connection to the community and a story on a river somewhere. And had been sitting for about 20 years at that point. The miller had passed and it was just kind of in the family still and waiting for what was next. I saw the opportunity to turn it into a place where people could continue accessing the river for trout fishing and swimming and those kind of things that have always happened here. But in order to keep the old mill here, we were going to have to do some other enterprise as well.
One enterprise was to provide camping for folks who came to enjoy the area.
We have what I call festival-style camping, which gives us the flexibility for any size group to come and set up however they need to. It's a little bit different camping experience. You probably be a little closer to folks than you might be in a state park, but it's set up so that it's kind of a community environment. You know, we've got a handful of fire pits instead of every campsite having its own fire pit. We don't burn as much wood that way, but you also get to meet a lot of the other folks who have come up or have come back or have put together a family group to come up for a weekend here.
There are also tent platforms up on the hillside if you want a little more separation, and a modern bathhouse with hot water.
All the amenities that you often don't have when you go camping.
Tubing was another natural activity to offer.
So there's two different tubing options that we've got here. One is almost self-serve. You come, we orient you toward the river, and you get the tube for long enough to do what we call our fun run, which is about 35 or 45 minutes of the river time. You get it long enough to do that twice. What a lot of folks will do is go down once and come and have a picnic or a beverage and then kind of get ready and go back down the river again. Our other tubing option is usually 2.5 or 3 hours long. We shuttle you up the river through some beautiful tobacco fields to the confluence of the Big Dan and Little Dan River, and you're able to tube back down the 2.5 river miles from there and take out just above our dam.
For folks who like to plan ahead,
you're able to book online, let us know ahead of time that you're coming, and when we take you up the river to get on the water, it's really your river for a little while. And while you're on it, I try and make sure that you're the only group that you see while you're out there. And so it really is kind of a pretty limited access. There's not a lot of people that we put down the river, so people are able to come and just kind of spend time with their family or their group of friends while they're on the river.
Jones is also building hiking trails and has plans to put in a trout farm, as well as restore the turbine-driven mill to working order.
The history of the mill is still here, all the milling equipment is still intact, and we're working our way towards doing some restoration of some of the milling equipment in order to do some show and tell milling, some demonstration milling, similar to what they do maybe at Mabry Mill or Cades Cove, you know, those types of things. One of the things that I love about this particular area up in our corner of Stokes County is that there is something going on every weekend. So if you're camping here, even if we don't have an event going on, there's a Civil War reenactment a few miles away from here the first weekend in October. There's a fantastic bluegrass event the third weekend in July every year. There's a kayak race in July every year. There's something going on just about every weekend within 10 or 15 minutes of here. We host events and we try to fit in between all the other things that are always going on. And so we'll do some events like an apple butter making. A local family's going to be making apple butter here. We've had a farmer bring his horse team up to grind cane and make molasses here on site. And we'll be doing that again this fall, and we hope that's something that'll become an annual event.
And from July through October,
we'll do music and movies and those kind of things once or twice a month. And we try and keep them Americana-based, things that are contemporary to the era or appropriate to the kind of genre that would have been in and around the mill. So it's bluegrass and bluegrass derivatives, country, blues, even some jazz and some kind of Americana flavored things.
If you're looking for a slice of rural Americana, take a trip up to Jessup Mill. And like Andrew Jones, you just might find
it was the place I had been looking for.
This is Derek Long for North Carolina Weekend.
Jessup Mill is located at 1559 Collinstown Road in Westfield. For directions and more information, call 336-351-3600. 0903 or go online to jessupmill.com.